Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today I'm gonna bring the Pit Boss Pro Series 4. Actually 2, I think that's what it is. So there's a couple of series out there, but this is the latest and greatest of 2021. Now, just to let you guys know, this is a 172 pound box. So it's all stained. It's all metal, heavy duty metal. So you're gonna need 2 or 3 people to pick it up. I did it all by myself. That's right, folks, all by myself. Me and Toby here. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna see what we get, and we're gonna enjoy. We're gonna do a smoked turkey this year, so we end up getting this one ahead of time just for Thanksgiving. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what you get when you purchase them with this. So check it out, guys. The light, I'm gonna use it because I'm this foam out here. We're gonna see the underneath. If you guys can see it, I can light up everything I need to do. I need to put these screws on here. All right, we're done with the actual setup. Came out good. Word of advice, it's gonna take you about 2 hours to do if you're doing it by yourself. Might take less if you're doing it with someone else. After installing and setting up, make sure you blow out some air everything out of here. Make sure the dust particles before you do the burnout. There's instructions how to do it online. There's a couple of things that you should know, that there is some particles in here for packing particles, so you make sure that take them out or it's going to smell like plastic. The hardest part was setting up the legs, to be honest with you. And in the bottom, if you guys can see the little bottom tray, kind of bend it a little bit, because when it came out of the box, it went straight down. It kind of bent it a little bit, so we're gonna have to replace that part, but it's working. I put it back in place. We set it up. We're gonna test it out, make sure it's working properly. Made a mess of the whole thing with all the particles. The whole system is very well built, heavy, 172 pounds, really heavy. Lifting it up from the ground up is not that heavy. You could take out the door. That's another thing. Take out the door before you're gonna lift it up. Make sure when you're gonna lift it up, you stabilize in the bottom. Make sure you finish the bottom too, so it can stabilize it. It won't collapse with its own weight. So that's another very important thing. Took me about 2 hours, like I said. Everything else was easy setup. We're gonna go ahead and crank it up for a bit, put some water in here and see how it goes. But another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this out to a temperature gauge instead of their logo. I noticed that you can do that, so we can have a temperature gauge if you want. See that? It's in front, so I might just do that. You know, I do have one that fits that part, and maybe a little bit easier from the front, so I could tell what kind of temperature I have instead of their logo. I might just modify that. I'm not gonna set up the Bluetooth yet right now. We're just gonna crank it up, have it running for a couple pellets that we're gonna throw in here. Not sure what this is for yet. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come in handy for something. You can hang your stuff in the back, towels, clips, and all sorts of things that you need to do. Anything else, I'm gonna test it out, and we're gonna cook out some stuff this weekend. So the beautiful thing about the app, which you can do, I'm actually sitting in front of my computer chilling right now, watching the temperature. Is 225. We set a current temperature here. If we could set up a temperature to 97 degrees, we want to hit that 97, so we put 97. If you guys can see it, I'm gonna hit the check and hit OK. So we set up a temperature of 97. If you guys can see it, we're gonna keep probing it right now and see if we could get that temperature. Right now we're at 200. Current is 240. It's gonna lower itself down, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna cook whatever's in there right now as it is. The app is really good. I like the app. You could get recipes in here in the app itself. You could always go into shops for certain things and add more. If you can see the little fan in there, it says it's running. This thing, wood chipper, it starts moving chips when it starts getting hotter. So right now it's trying to cool off, so there is no chips running. It's trying to cool off. So as soon as you see when the temperatures actually drop, it'll start running a little better. But so far you could handle from here, this button, you could actually move it left and right to change the degrees, to Fahrenheit, to Celsius, either way. Timer, you could set up your timer, very simple. You could power it off from here too, and you could pre-program it where it could just automatically shut off too. Let's take a look at what we have here. We got some potatoes with cheese on the top, some mac and cheese in here in the middle, and we got our turkey with bacon, wrapped bacon all over. It's almost done. This thing is crispy clean. So right now it's 150. We're gonna wait a little longer, and we're gonna lock it up until it gets done. So right now we're gonna move to the right. There you go. It's 159 right now, so we're almost there. About, you know, a couple more minutes. So we're gonna crank it up a little bit more to 150 to get that smoke going and let it get going there. Right, so let's go ahead and set that up.